Well, my shit cut out. Where was I? Yeah. I was talking about Jennifer Coolidge and what the fuck was I saying? Oh, she's saying that your faves have no soul. At least some of them. She's saying they're not human. But she didn't necessarily say they have no soul, which I get. She's talking about some other people too, but she specifically said they're not human. All right. She's also saying that human influence. I mean, robotic influencers are going to become a thing, like going to become a norm. And she's saying transhumanism will also become a norm in the future. Like I said before, Jennifer, she's a very intuitive person. It's like they think she's stupid, but she's not. And your intuition is a second brain, to be honest with you. And this woman like can pick up on certain things, and could kind of vet out. And it's like she's like, it's torture. I hear her saying it's torture. Like, I have to work with these people and act like nothing is wrong when I sense that something is, or I've heard some things. That's what I was just about to say before it cut out. I was just about to say people gossip to her. Like, she has that approachable, sort of aura about her, and she may give really good advice, and people confide in her when they want to vent or talk, and people end up spilling tea. Like, people gossip to her, and she doesn't really give me much of the gossip type. I feel like she is a listener, but she doesn't give me much of a gossip type. Like, and she's heard some shit about other people. People are like, for example, say if I come up to you and I'm like, girl, I had a long day at work and I had to work alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, and his breath smells. And you're like, oh, his breath smells, but I'm venting to you. And it's like, you're not necessarily gossiping. It's just like you're listening. And then like 2 days after I tell you Leonardo DiCaprio's breath smells, you have to work with this dude, and then you kind of have to act like you don't know that his breath smells like shit. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, these are the type of situations that she's put in, except this is just a scenario to help you better understand. These are the type of situations that she's put in, and it's very uncomfortable for her. And it's like she knows shit about these people, but she has to act like everything is cool. Child. Can you clarify? Oh, and when the live ended, I looked and she was never married. So, but she said that she did have, like, a lot of her relationships went to shit. And I said that. I did say that. But yeah, I also said that she was possibly married, but that's a no, for sure. She's not. She said she was never married, allegedly. Okay? That doesn't, I mean, she knows herself better than me. And I don't think she would, I don't know. But she said she was never married, so my fault. But what I said still stands. Like, she claims that she's single too. I don't know how old that article was, but what I said still stands. I know what the fuck I saw. And I'm hardly ever wrong. And if I am, I will say I am, like I just did. But yeah, she's dealing with somebody, or okay, fine, her energy check may be towards the industry, and the industry is making her feel insecure. Oh, Spirit just said somebody is trying to give her a role, and she's saying she's worth more. That's what the energy check was. And she's kind of contemplating. She's like, should I take it? Should I not? And it's like, people are trying to lowball her into thinking that she's not worth more. Like, they're like, girl, just take the money. It's like, no one really knows who you are anymore. Oh my God. And she's like, oh my God. Like, she's like, yeah, that is kind of true. And so she's kind of going back and forth in her head, like, should I take the money? Should I just, take it? Or should I just stand my ground? Okay, granted, I guess that energy check was what it was. They're kind of making her feel insecure, saying that she's not worth more. All right, ciao. Oh shit. Bitch, that scared me. Uh-uh. He is motherfucking hacking. Oh, without covering his mouth, and he's like doing it on ugh. Gross. I'm sorry. Okay, let me finish. Fire dance in reverse. Can clarify fire dance in reverse. The Five of Swords, the Moon. Okay, she's partaken. She has. I want to say she has partaken in like elite parties, but she felt like an obligation. She felt like I gotta do what I gotta do. She didn't necessarily take pleasure in it, and I feel like she may. I see her taking like drugs. Like she may have had drug addiction. That doesn't necessarily mean it went public, but if it did, then I could just go and check and see if I'm right. But it's like, I feel like she couldn't have been sober during this time when she partaked in these things, when she had to. I don't feel like she has to anymore. I mean, she could just for fun, but I don't think she does. Hence why the fire dance is in the reverse. I don't think she does. And I feel like it was something that she had to do. She was taken advantage of when she was young, just like she was taken advantage of. I'm getting like 20, 22. I'm seeing the age specifically 22 when this had transpired. But yeah, and I feel like she got into relationships with older men because she was young, like, and she was a star. Like, she didn't necessarily, she wasn't thinking straight. And again, I feel like, people try to make it seem like they know what's best for her. Like, now they're trying to lowball her, and they're like, girl, like, you're not worth that much anymore. Just take the money. And it's not funny, but this is just how I channel, sorry. But yeah. Can you clarify the earth element? And I honestly feel like she may not live in like a huge big city, or she's thinking about moving, because the fairy card and the earth card look similar, and there's a lot of green and stuff, and the women in the cards are connecting to nature here. So I feel like she doesn't really live in a big city anymore. She moved, or she's planning to. But as far as industry secrets go, she was a victim. She's also saying that I was a victim when I was younger. I was being taken advantage of, and it was constantly like you're gonna work with this big person if you do this. You're gonna work with you can do this. If you do this, then you can have that. It was like shit like that. And she said she was manipulated into doing these sex parties, into feeling like she had to do it, as well as getting with these older men, because she also thought she could handle an older man. Okay? I don't know if she has daddy issues, and I hope this doesn't sound like awful, but I don't know if she has daddy issues or something involving like the childhood, to where she thought that she could handle an older man, which that's always never the case, because I thought the same thing. Anyway, when in actual reality, they just want to pull one out on you because you're young and you don't know any better. Jennifer, I want to know. I want to pull some more cards. Who are you, Jennifer Coolidge? Who are you, girl? As far as the industry. trouble. Companions. Jewel of the sea. She could be a water sign as well. I mean, we all have every sign in our chart. Yeah. And chakra fairy. She likes spiritual stuff. She might have a Jupiter in Scorpio, or she might have a Neptune in Scorpio. She has Scorpio somewhere in her inner planets, in like one of the 12 planets. But she likes spiritual stuff. Like if I were to present her to a tarot card reading, she would be intrigued, and she would probably say yes. Like, she likes shit like this. And as she got older, I feel like she has like educated herself spiritually when it comes to like the metaphysical and shit like that. You know, like the light stuff, like chakras and crystals. And she might own crystals as well. With this jewel of the sea here, she might own crystals. And she might like to go like by the ocean. Anyways, with this trouble card here, look at this. The stockings, the black and white stockings again. You see this little demon right here? And then, see that? All this purple and shit. I feel like she's not all the way innocent either. Like I said, I don't know if anybody close to her has died, like if she sacrificed somebody. She might have. I've explained sacrifices before and how that is. And Eminem sacrificed his black friend, Dr. Dre. He didn't sacrifice his mama, even though he hated her. But even though Dr. Dre is not dead, like the traditional sacrifice, like we know, Dr. Dre was still sacrificed in a way because people look at him in this bad light. So she may have sacrificed somebody, and she's secretive too. I get that vibe with her. She's secretive, and like I said before, people think that she's stupid, but she's not. It's like she was pulling one out on this individual, but she feels like they deserve it because they're bad. This demon right here, and this demon on the chest, it says mom. So I don't know if her mom died or what. Listen, allegedly. I'm not alluding to anything, but yes, I am. Okay, and like I said, I could be wrong. I was wrong once on this same live stream, so I could be wrong. But yeah, with this companions here, I feel like she has this close circle of friends. Maybe 1 or 2 friends or 3 friends that's in the industry, but they're considered valuable connections to her. These are people who have weight in the industry, and she may have consulted one of them for advice on what she should have done, on what she should do when it comes to them trying to lowball her into this new project they have going on. And honestly, it's like, if you think I'm not worth that much, then why do you need me? That's honestly what she should ask, or at least try to look at it from a different perspective. It's like, if I'm not worth that much, why do you need me? You should have gone elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I get it, Jennifer. And she may have these 3 friends that she has, kind of holds weight in the industry. These 3 connections. And best believe, like, if you're in her inner circle, like, she'll treat you good. Like, she's loyal. She listens to you. She gives great advice, And it's like, she's not that bad of an individual. Has she done some things? Yes. But she's not bad. Like, she still has her soul. Like, I don't get any malicious energy towards her. I mean, from her. You know what I'm saying? She may have a tattoo too. And I don't know if she has children either, but she may have grandchildren. I mean, not grandchildren. Like nephews and nieces, and she loves them too. She loves her nephews and nieces. But as far as the industry, you see how it says Chakra Fairy? You see how she's like, it's staying in her box? This is very much so Jennifer. Like, nothing comes in, nothing comes out. And she might like solitude. And it's like, we just asked the question, what secrets does she know when it comes to the industry? And it's like, she doesn't know much than what comes from her relationships with people. And it's like anything she knows, it's from relationships with people, as well as having to be in a space where she experiences it firsthand. If that makes sense. And it's like, the fact that this fairy is staying in a box, it's like, that's very telling. And honestly, this is straightforward. I hate to drag this on, but what she's saying is straightforward. But yeah, I need to see if she's connected to Adam Levine. I could be wrong. We'll see. Okay. So, what else is next? I don't think she did. Did Jennifer Coolidge have any ties to Jeffrey Epstein? Oh my God. The Two of Cups, y'all, look. And doesn't this look like an island? The Two of Cups is about like a connection, like a mutual connection. She did have ties to did Jennifer Coolidge have a connection to Jeffrey Epstein? Girl, that card is a hell yes. I don't know why I keep pulling. She did. She also knew like a third party too. I'm getting that woman that was in jail, that went down because of him. She has a connection to that woman as well. I don't know her name, but she already went to jail. The bitch with the short hair, I think it was. I saw a picture of her once. She has a connection to her as well. She knew. Jennifer knew that this was going on. She may not have necessarily been on the island, but she knew what was going on. Like, didn't I say that there's people that come to her and talk to her? She knew. Wow. But this feels like an energy of like, well, best of luck to him. I hope he doesn't get caught. Or like, if he gets caught, then well, that's what it feels like. It feels like she knows, but it's like, if he gets caught, then well, sorry to tell you. I mean, hate to be you. Like, it feels like something. Oh, look, it's a rabbit. Damn, y'all can't see. It ran away. It looked at me and then it ran away. Oh my gosh, she fucking knew. Do I feel like she was in agreement with it? No, I don't. Because with the Eight of Wands here, it's like someone's traveling to like a desert. Whereas we see water and shit. But someone's traveling to a desert, and it's like the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Swords came out, and it's like depression, anxiety over the situation. And she got mad, or she had strong feelings when she found out about it, but she wasn't supposed to know. So she didn't say anything. She wasn't supposed to know. She played it cool. You know, I kind of like Jennifer. It's like I kind of like people like that. Like people think you're dumb, but you play it cool. Like, you're not low-key, you're really not dumb, but you play it cool. But I honestly feel like, and I'm not trying to take up for her, but I honestly feel like she didn't say anything because one, she wasn't supposed to do. No. Two, what the fuck was she supposed to do? She's showing up as the Knight of Swords. She's like a motherfucking a paper cut. like a prick. It's like she would be a prick. She don't hold no big weight to where it's like she could stop anything. You get what I'm saying? And it's like she'd fuck up people's perception of her if she said something. And all for what? Nothing. Because what can I do? You know what I'm saying? Wow. Jennifer child? No, I dropped my card down there. It's okay, I'll get it later. But yeah. That should happen to me like 2 times or 3 times. I dropped my cards down there. Alright. Did Jennifer go through MK Ultra? Did Jennifer go through MK Ultra? Yeah, she did. She went through a tower moment too. This, like early on in her career, because she wasn't complying. So she went through a tower moment, and ultimately, yeah, with the everything is fine card. See that? It's like she went through some tower moment, and it's like because she wasn't complying, and then she eventually complied, and then she saw good results to something, because they were telling her to do something, right? And she was trying to hold on to her morals as much as possible. This could go back to like the sex parties and shit like that. Did I say she didn't want to do it? Because I feel like she didn't. And so, like they were telling her to comply. She didn't want to. She was trying to hold on to her morals. She's like, what? I'm not doing that. She's like, whatever this is happened to her. And then she complied, and then shit was fixed. And they made it better. But she still felt like she lost a part of herself. Whatever this is. Would I say it was MK Ultra? Not exactly. Something else happened here that was public. Or she lost a family member or something. I don't know. Something that carried something that really disrupted her peace. Alright. Well, I'm getting oh, it's back. You see? You can't see it. The rabbit. Aww. This shit pixelated than a motherfucker. Alright. It's probably a fawn. A fawn? No, a fawn is like a reindeer. No, that's a rabbit. Look at me thinking I know shit. Where'd it go? Oh, it left. Alright. I'm gonna get advice from this lady. Advice for Jennifer Coolidge. She got the light, and then she got Palomino. Let me see what these say. That motherfucking suck at reading, by the way. So bear with me. I'm gonna look at the guidebook and read it. And it's dark out here. Read what she's were. Weren't we just talking about that? And I didn't even pull the fawn card, but I just talked about a fawn and mistaked the rabbit for a fawn. And then the fawn section in my book. The fawn section in my book. Yeah, Spirit just told me to read the fawn. Okay. Also, light says, don't be afraid of the dark, greet the shadows. And Palomino. 71. It says, allow yourself to roam free on occasion. It's time to put in the hard work to meet your goals. Well, that was your advice, Miss Jennifer. There's a lot of damn Jennifers in Hollywood. Yeah. Thanks for listening.